The Perfect Gift, written by John Scott Schaf. Interior, mall, night. Hank enters the mall. Amazed at the number of stores, Hank comes to a halt, his eyes wide with panic and a pained look on his face. Relieved, he spies the mall directory. Pushing through the crowd like a madman, he scans the directory for the Apple Store. He memorizes the space number of the store. He makes a run for it, expertly navigating the crowd. Interior, Apple Store, night. Hank runs into the store panting, practically knocking over everything.
Apple Watch. I need an Apple Watch.
The Apple genius clerk, thin, lanky, and surprisingly short, smirks at Hank.
We've sold out of those weeks ago, man. There was a huge pre-sale line all the way to the food court. Where you been, dude?
Hank runs his fingers through his hair. He slams his hand on the counter and points to the floor model.
What about that one?
That one's not for sale.
Hank leans over the counter and gets in the clerk's face.
Why the hell not? Where's your manager? I want to see your manager.
The Apple genius clerk doesn't back up. He puts his shoulders back, stands as tall as possible, and looks Hank in the eye.
Man, I'm the manager, and that one's not for sale.
Hank backs up, holding his hands up in protest. Hank's face turns red. He clenches his fists and repeats his request.
I'm not making trouble. I just really need that watch. You don't understand.
The clerk's eyes go wide as he subtly hits the security button underneath the counter. Immediately, 3 mall cops rush in and usher Hank out of the store. Interior, mall, night. Hank dashes back to the directory. He runs his finger up and down the categories twice before he notices the Hallmark store. Mumbling to himself, he heads for the store. Interior, Hallmark store, night. Hank enters the store with wide-eyed amazement. It is in disarray. Walking over to the cards, he picks up one after another. They all say grandmother, aunt, niece, or mother. Turning around in all directions, he grabs the last droopy, sad bouquet of flowers in the store and walks to the counter. He impatiently shakes his leg and looks around as he waits for someone to take his money. The sales clerk, a middle-aged lady dressed in a shirt covered in hearts and wearing a headband with hearts that blink, walks up. He throws his money down on the counter, snarling at the sales clerk.
Welcome to Hallmark and happy Valentine's Day. Will this be all for you today?
I'm in a hurry, lady. I've been waiting here for 6 minutes, and there's no one else even in line. Where is everyone?
I'm sorry, sir, but that's what it's like when you wait till the last minute.
Hank gives her a fake smile and exits the store, teeth clenched. Interior, mall, night. Hank flops down on the mall fountain, holding his head in his hands. He puts his hands to his ears to block out the mall noise. Hank pulls his phone from his pocket. The display reads 7:30 and no text from Erin. Looking into the water, he sees his own reflection.
You blew it this time. She's your world. She deserves better.
Hank slowly returns his phone to his pocket and lifts himself up from the edge of the fountain. He walks with his head down, holding the wilting flowers at his side. Looking up to push open the mall exit door, he sees the reflection of a pink neon glow. He turns, and a slow grin crosses his face. He holds his head up with new determination and boldly walks into the Victoria's Secret store. Interior, Victoria's Secret store, night. Hank enters the store shyly, looking from one section to another. Thongs and underwear are displayed in the front of the store. With a sideways glance, he passes them by. Next, he sees rows and rows of bras. So many colors and sizes. A large sign blinks lingerie. He fumbles from one item to the other. Nothing suits his purpose, so he shakes his head and approaches the clerk, a tall, thin, obviously cross-dressed male. The clerk looks down through his reading glasses at Hank.
You look like you need some help, sweetie.
I can't find the right size. I don't know if I'm reading these right.
Can you describe the person's shape?
Well, kind of big-chested. Not fat, but definitely not skinny. Small hips.
Well, that really limits our options. You would probably do best with a baby doll lingerie. That seems to be a favorite with us bigger girls. Let's look over here.
It needs to be sexy.
Oh, it will be, sweetie. Come, let's look over here.
The clerk smiles sheepishly and leads a nervous Hank to a section in the back.
Now, is your significant other a winter or a summer?
What?
What's the hair color?
She's blonde.
Then a pastel would be best.
The clerk expertly pulls several selections from the rack and holds them up for Hank to see.
I prefer red or black.
Typical man.
The clerk returns the items and selects some red and black alternates. Hank points to a black and red one that has a lot of ruffles.
I'll take that one.
A fine choice. I'd go for the more revealing one, but
No, this is it. I'm in a hurry. Can we wrap it up?
certainly. Cash or credit?
The clerk hands Hank his purchase, and Hank rushes out of the store.